All right, I just recently read Jim Collins' Good to Great book. Well, audio book, so I guess I listened to it. So I still like reading books, but it was a great audio book. I listened to it on my Audible app. And working in athletics for the last 16 years of my life, this has been a book that's been highly recommended. So I'm glad I took time to listen to it. And so the book talks about why some companies make the leap and others don't. And a lot of people who are in leadership have mentioned this book to me, and I admire their leadership, so I read it. And so here are my 3 takeaways from the Good to Great book. Number one, or biggest takeaway I had was the level 5 leader. They talked about a level 5 leader that kind of just went throughout the entire book. So they were looking at why companies grew, right? Or made the leap and others don't. They did a whole great, incredible case study. This is one of the best books I've enjoyed listening to audiobook wise. It was really incredible. But they found that every one of these places had a level 5 leader. So a level 1 leader is a highly capable individual. A level 2 leader is a contributing team member. A level 3 is a competent manager. A level 4 is an effective leadership, vision, and they have vision and they stimulate performance. And level 5 has humility and will. They're ambitious for a cause and not themselves and make good on it. They have a ferocious resolve and stoic determination. So the biggest illustration they gave or analogy they gave of a level 5 leader is they talked about the window and the mirror. So they talked about 2 leaders. Either leader, there's a window and there's a mirror. So when there's success, the leader looks in the mirror and says, hey, this isn't because of me. They look out the window, the level 5 leader, they look in the mirror and say, this isn't because of me. They look out the window and say, it's because of all those people out there working. The lower level leaders look at the window, look in the mirror and say, this is about me, and look out the window and say, it ain't got nothing to do with them. I'm the one leading this. And so they talked about how level 5 leaders help companies make that leap. And the second takeaway I have from it kind of dives into that. One thing I found out was pretty interesting is they found out you don't need an outside leader to change a company from good to great. 10 out of the 11 companies that they studied who made that leap from good to great over years, had sustained success over years, they kept it inside. So they found their leader inside. It was someone who knew how things went, and they were already a leader in the department, and they got to the CEO or the president position and continued leadership from there. So that was pretty interesting. A lot of people think, hey, we got to go outside to bring in this leader. I know specifically working in college athletics, they would always, if it was a new head coach, a new administrator, hey, let's go find someone. And this book talked about how a lot of the time the leader you're looking for is actually right under your nose. And then my third takeaway, this is something I thought was pretty cool. The author in his group talked about putting your best people on the biggest opportunities, not the biggest problems. Those who found massive success put their best people on the opportunities. A lot of people put their best people on the problem, but the problem drains not only the individual, but drains the company of one of their best people. You need to throw your best people on the opportunities. The problems ain't never gonna go nowhere. You can find somebody else to do that, but the opportunities may leave if you do not take advantage of them. And so they talked about that, and it was really cool. Great book for anybody in leadership, anybody looking to scale, anybody that just wants to learn how to be good to great. A lot of great lessons in there. Shout out to Jim Collins and his staff. I know this book has definitely got more reviews and 5-star book and all these high ratings, but even to this day, it's something that still speaks now. One thing they did talk about, this is not my takeaway, I guess this would be my fourth or bonus takeaway, gargantuan egos. Gargantuan egos created demise in many businesses. They talked about the egos of a lot of leaders, and I've seen that in athletics. The bigger the ego and it gets to a size, it will literally destroy everything it puts its hand in. Talked about egos from presidents to CEOs who literally tank businesses because it was about them. Hopefully you're a great leader and you do things the right way. Check out this leadership podcast, right? Leadership playlist right here, and then check out this video right here that YouTube says is best for you. Hey, if you have any books you'd like for me to review, please put it in the comments. Like and subscribe and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share.